Hey, are you having a hard time motivating yourself in college? Maybe you don't want to go to class anymore. Is your lack of motivation stopping you from doing well on tests and quizzes? What if I told you the obvious solution to your problems was right here in your college dorm fridge? A substance that, let's be real, no one should have in their dorm, but we all have it. It's beer. I jest. Obviously, that wasn't the real solution. Hi, my name is Wiley. I'm a 4.0 GPA student at American University, and in today's video, I'll be showing you guys a couple things that I do to keep myself motivated that I think could really help you. Because let's be real, motivation is a huge thing for literally everybody. It doesn't even matter if you're in college or in high school or just trying to live your life after college. Like, motivating yourself to get up in the morning is sometimes really hard. Right off the bat, the biggest thing that keeps me motivated throughout the day is setting myself little goals. Okay, if I get up this morning and if I go to class, maybe I'll get myself dessert after lunch. Maybe I'll go out with my friends that weekend. Maybe the goal is just like, if I get through all my classes today, I'll watch an extra episode of the show I've been binging or something. Just something little like that to get yourself up out of bed and to push yourself forward is so huge. Also, in relation to goals, you can do a study plan, right? Maybe you set out half an hour to an hour of every day and you say, okay, I'm going to study for that long every day. And at the end of the week, if you've studied every day for however long you've allotted, maybe you can go out with friends. Maybe you go out to dinner or something you wouldn't normally do if you hadn't studied that much. Setting these little goals keeps you motivated and keeps you incentivized. That's definitely not a word, but I keep trying to say it. Incentivized keeps you incentivized. You know what I'm trying to say? It gives you incentive to keep meeting your goals throughout the week. There you go. Another way I keep myself motivated is to surround myself with friends who kind of have that same motivation level as me that I would have on a good day, right? If I'm with friends who know that deep down I want to get up for class and I want to keep going, then if I don't get up for class, they're gonna be like, hey, like, what's going on? Are you good? Like, you need to get up. It's almost class time. Surround yourself with people that are gonna push you to be better, especially during study sessions. Maybe you get together with a group of peers or just a group of friends that are all studying different subjects and just sit there and work together in the same environment. You know, set a time limit and have someone hold you accountable for how much time you actually spend on each subject or something. Because having a third party kind of watch over what you're doing in terms of studying or just your day-to-day life helps you be more motivated, because you don't want to be, embarrassed that you couldn't hit, a study goal, or maybe you're trying to go to the gym every day this week. And if you don't do that, your friends shouldn't bully you about it, but they're definitely going to make fun of you for not being able to hold yourself to your own standards. So having that third party is super helpful in finding that motivation for yourself. Another way I stay motivated is to prioritize my tasks, which means that if I have this huge essay due at the end of the week and I have maybe a little paper due that's a lot easier than the essay, but that's due in like 2 weeks, that I really buckle down and I get that larger essay done that's due at the end of the week. Oh, my mom's calling me. Okay, pause. Literally the first thing I do whenever I start a course or I start a job or something and I'm given a boatload of assignments is just to put them all on a calendar, whether it's Outlook calendar, Google calendar, anything, just so I'm not thinking like, is this assignment due next week or in 3 weeks? Like, I don't really remember, or was it that assignment that's due? Like, you get a little confused if you don't put that information anywhere. So having it planned out and something that you can look at is really going to help you say, okay, well, I can chip away at this assignment now, and I can complete that assignment in a couple weeks. It wasn't really as big as I thought it was going to be. Another thing that I do to keep myself motivated, specifically this time in individual projects, is I force myself to get through that middle slump. Because usually you're super motivated to start a project and you're very motivated to end the project, but that middle part, kind of what's called the middle slump, is just so hard to get through. You're kind of dragging your feet. You're like, oh, I've been doing this for so long. I want this to be over so bad. But you just have to keep pushing yourself. Because I'm sure, as you know, and I know that you've done this before, once you get past that middle slump, you're at the end and you're like, okay, well, I might as well just see through the end of this project. And then once you do that once or twice or 3 times and you keep pushing yourself through those middle slumps, it's just going to keep getting easier and easier and easier the more times you do it. Another thing that I do, which I think is maybe me specific, but I like to think of the bigger picture, like the why behind what I'm doing. For instance, when I'm taking notes, I think about how cool it would be to have a full notebook. Like, I have my notebook right here, and I've got maybe 30 pages of notes. But think about how cool it would be if I could fill up this entire notebook and like next year I could flip through it and like I could hear all the pages like making really cool sounds because they've all been used. And maybe that's just me, but think about the bigger picture, whether it's filling up your entire notebook or just finishing out the year with no missing assignments in one class. Or maybe it's a bigger picture of finishing all of college without any missing assignments or something. You could even apply the big picture to like your life. Maybe if you're watching this video and you're in the workforce, like the bigger picture is getting a promotion or something. Like, for each little task, think about that as being a part of a whole that's eventually going to get you some big reward or some big payoff. Another way to keep me focused is to just choose a good study spot, honestly. Like, sometimes I go to the library, sometimes I go to the cafe on campus. I go to American University, so sometimes I even go to the Library of Congress, literally in the middle of Washington, D.C. They do have a study pass there. If anyone is close to around there, then you can actually just study in the Library of Congress. It's super awesome. Anyway, enough DC glazing. But yeah, just choosing a study spot, whether it's someplace that's really loud and there's a lot going on, or it's somewhere that's super quiet and not a lot's happening, just finding a place that you know that you can sit there and lock in and stay focused is really important. Wow, that is a terrible face to come off of here. I totally forgot to record an outro to this video, so this is going to be the outro here. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, let me know down below. I'm happy to answer anything as fast as I can. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.